is nice. Let's speak numbers, right? What exactly does this mean in terms of what folks are actually trying to do? So Yahoo, not a startup, I grant you, but to give you a sense of what they've done just in the last 3 months, they've had 25 million people who've actually installed their Yahoo application. Again, this is not on Facebook, it's on yahoo.com. You can authorize essentially a connection, right, through this timeline app to Facebook, and you're able to broadcast and share what you're actually reading. And 2 million people are using it daily. This is pretty big. You've got smaller companies, right, like Rockmelt, for example, and they're getting sort of a 20% increase in new traffic and new users to the site. So the way this works is I, am on Rockmelt, actually see something that gets published on my ticker on my timeline, and one of my friends who is not a Rockmelt user sees it and goes to check it out. Guardian, again, not a startup, but not a company that had honestly been very, sort of hadn't seen a lot of traction with the younger audiences. So what they did is they went and actually built a Canvas application. So this sits within Facebook. They've had 5 million people install it, and they've seen a huge increase in essentially folks from 24 to 35 who weren't interacting that much with The Guardian. All of these people are now coming to The Guardian and being able to engage. Fab.com. Have you guys heard of Fab? It's a home design sort of private shopping site, I guess I would call it. And these guys have seen a 50% increase in traffic from Facebook, from doing exactly this. So you could say, Amina just bought this chair on fab.com. My friend sees it, thinks I have good taste, will go click on it and actually check it out as well. And hopefully this then translates into incremental sales. Foodily, tiny little company that's also doing what I was describing earlier, which is this food app, they've seen a 4x increase in new users. So what I'm trying to show you here is not necessarily list off impressive statistics. It's really about giving you a sense for why both really, really small companies, as well as pretty major ones, by investing their sort of resources essentially in building something like this, they're actually seeing some pretty massive results. And so, you even have people like MySpace who are now using this and are able to see traction again. They're seeing growth for the first time in years as a result of this, which is interesting. The other thing I'll mention, just because I think this is probably going to resonate a fair bit with the folks in the room, and that is Sneak Peek, tiny little shopping site. They've just been able to raise close to $3 million from Bain Cap and others by doing this. They implemented this. They saw that sort of tipping point where you start to see growth, and folks are like, oh, this is interesting. Let me go and invest. So it's a way to really jumpstart your acquisition, and once you have that set of users, you can really start to scale and engage them in deeper ways.